Marvelous hello, friends and loved ones. I hope you're all doing well today. I know I certainly am, because today, or maybe yesterday, depending on when I actually get this video up, I finally hit 10,000 subscribers. After making around 300 videos throughout the over 8 years I've been doing this, I've made some content that I'm really proud of, I have accomplished some personal goals, and above all else, I have met some absolutely amazing people. Which is actually why I'm here today. Rather than just patting myself on the back for hitting 10,000, which I literally couldn't have done without all of you out there, I'd rather use this opportunity to lift up some other creators that I know and follow that I think deserve some attention. So to celebrate this milestone, I'm going to be talking about 10 great channels under 10,000 subscribers that you may want to check out. The only real rule I have for this list is that their subscriber count has to be under 10,000. But I do want to clarify that I'm going to be focusing primarily on channels that make videos sorta similar to what I do. I'm also not going to be going over them in any particular order. In fact, I used a randomizer to make it as fair as possible. So let's get started. Fittingly, the first channel that I want to talk about is Heemin Gamin Station. I've known Chet nearly as long as I've been making content, and the fact that he didn't pass the 10K mark years ago is baffling to me. Heemin Gamin Station has a wide variety of content, with a lot of his recent stuff looking at farm sim games and doing fun Pokemon challenge videos. He also used to cover homebrew and bootleg Pokemon games, which I absolutely loved. Chet is very high energy, he's positive, he interacts with his fans, and he's very funny. Absolutely check this guy out sometime. Oh yeah, and he also does a lot of Fire Emblem stuff, so if you like that series, you know, go subscribe to him. When you think of witty goth babes with giant boobs, who do you think of? That's right, Elvira. But I promise that after you subscribe to her, you'll definitely find yourself thinking about Mistress Dove. If you're a fan of long-form content with a lot of YouTuber character-based lore, you're gonna enjoy this content. Mistress Dove made a huge splash with her debut Scooby-Doo games video, and has gone on to make some great stuff on indie titles like Slayer's X-Terminal Aftermath, and a Hi-Fi Rush video I know she'd appreciate you watching and commenting on. Her content comes from a place of sincerity and creativity, and she even mixes up the host depending on if she's discussing a licensed game or not. I may have first met Dove through her Sona's boobs, but trust me, beyond those boobs is a heart that's just as big. But seriously, her boobs are like so powerful that YouTube forced her to contain them in the TOS sweater. Do you like 3D platformers? You ever wish I talked about them more? You'd think I would, given how often I say I like them. But if you want a great channel that specializes in 3D platformers, you owe it to yourself to go check out Petronious. He'll often cover the big guys we all know and love like Crash Bandicoot or Rayman, but also highlights some smaller projects you may not have heard of, like the delisted Skylar and Plux, or the recent new duo Clive and Wrench. Also, the guy is a wizard with logos. I've been meaning to pay him to make me a logo sometime. His videos are funny, well put together, and absolutely worth subscribing for. Oh yeah, and his Little Nightmare videos are awesome. No joke, when Little Nightmares 3 was announced, my first thought was, sweet, new Petronious video. I am admittedly not someone who thrives on negativity. I try to be very positive in my videos because I find playing and talking about bad video games to be very exhausting. But StephanieSpara has a really nice balance in finding a sort of zen and joy in the awful. Case in point, I have no idea how she can talk about Shark Tale as much as she does. But for every great video on a genuinely awful game she does, like Life of Black Tiger or, well, Shark Tale, she can still put out a positive spin on a game she truly enjoyed, like Okami or that Prey game from 2017 that I'd really never heard anybody say they liked. She does sometimes use some naughty language, but is polite enough to warn us about that at the start of her videos. I think you should go check out her channel sometime. You won't regret it. Remember a few years ago when I did a Saints Timber video on Saints Row 2 and had that charming, funny guy covering it with me? Yeah, well, that guy was TomatoGhost, or Tomato? Whatever. He's been away from his channel for a bit, but trust me, he's coming back and he's got some cool stuff planned. Like me, Tom does a lot of videos on games that he enjoys, like Sonic or Yoshi's Story. Or sometimes just peculiar games that are interesting to him, like that one Banjo-Kazooie racing game, or the time those weird British smarties got a video game. I don't want to spoil what awesome stuff he's got in the works right now, but as a longtime subscriber, I'm looking forward to it, and the best way to make sure you don't miss out is to go subscribe to his channel right now. He's got a sword made out of a Wiimote, if that sweetens the deal at all. If you're a fan of JRPGs, you owe it to yourself to check out MinimattReviews. The man has done some fantastic videos on games like Eternal Sonata and Suikoden 2, but also recently did a video on Ghost Trick Phantom Detective just because of how much he loved it. He and I even wore the same shirt in our videos on that game. I mean, not the same shirt, that would be weird. We just each own our own that shirt. Yeah. Matt has a bit of snark, but his videos are mostly upbeat and fun, and the only channel I know that talks about Ys, which is why literally everything I know about that series I learned from him. The fact that Matt is still at less than 1,000 subscribers is nothing short of a crime, so let's boost those numbers and show him the love he deserves. Tamaracade's videos have this warmth and energy that is just infectious, and I always come away from her content feeling like I learned something interesting. She covers a lot of weird games that I've never even heard of, like some German crocodile game on the PS1, or titles with some unique history in gaming, like Alpha Waves, the actual first 3D platformer, or even the Atari Lynx's answer to Super Mario. She also has an entire series that she launched fairly recently called The Intrigatorium that's totally worth watching, as it focuses on some really bizarre facets of gaming history and fun facts. You ever find yourself saying, man, I miss when gaming YouTubers used to... Stop right there, Wolfkaosaun does it. Funny sketches, classic games, and the occasional descent into madness with a game that's so weirdly awful it just can't be explained. Sean is a great guy, he's very entertaining, he's witty, and he even helped me take a look at Glover not too long ago, which I appreciated even though I have a sinking suspicion that he might not like Glover all that much. Just a few months ago, he did an awesome video about snow levels. Seriously, go check him out, you won't regret it. Whalley has this energy that just brings people together. I've been thankful to be in one of his videos, and even creators that I've already mentioned in this video have also appeared on his channel as well. He just covers topics that he's interested in or passionate about, and that may lead to looking at way too many games based on Hanna-Barbera cartoons, or a fun video on that PS1 Yu-Gi-Oh game that I totally remember playing when I was younger. Checking out his work not only gives you a chance to see some great content, but an opportunity to learn about other awesome channels. This is another channel I'd love to see break through the 1,000 subscriber barrier sooner rather than later, so let's try and make that happen. The NES Friend is a hardworking creator who looks basically exclusively at NES and Famicom games. What's great is that he often looks at titles you may not expect, like the port of King's Quest V or the Zapper title Gumshoe. Even when he's covering a bad game, he does it with a calm, perky energy that gives off major dad joke vibes, and it's always a treat to watch his videos. They're usually pretty short, but never feel like they leave you wanting more. I greatly enjoy this channel and highly recommend these videos, even if you don't play a lot of NES games. And before I wrap this up, I want to give 2 quick honorable mentions to my buddies, CloudConnection and Steve of Warr. Both of these channels are well worth looking at and subscribing to, but they were ineligible for this video because they both, deservedly so, hit 10k subscribers long before I did. Still, go give them a look, I highly recommend their content. Alright, and there you have it, 10 awesome channels that you should check out and consider subscribing to. Nearly all of these channels I've been watching for at least a couple of years now, and I think they all have the potential to grow and make more fantastic content. So please, go check out the ones that sounded good to you. I've left links to everybody's channel in the description below. And hey, if you can think of any other YouTubers under 10k that deserve some love, drop their names in the comments. I am always on the lookout for passionate creators making fun videos. Before I go, I do just want to thank each and every one of you that has subscribed to me and helped me get to 10,000. I wasn't sure if I'd ever get here, but I am really thankful and hope to keep growing and making more content for you. Thank you for all your views, likes, comments, and subscriptions. It truly, truly means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.